ever dropped a set. They actually put a bounty on themselves. So they know each other's styles inside and out, but Cake always comes out on top, and this is something that Penguin has been grinding away on, trying to come up with a lot of schemes and plans. He said at SmashCon he had 6 different characters he was ready to go against CakeAssault, depending on how he felt. So we'll see whether he brings out any of those pockets right now. His edge guards at SmashCon looked really, really clean with Absa, so he might just stick with the Absa this entire set.
For sure. I feel like even though he has these characters, he always seems to get the most success on Absa.
Right now they're starting on Tower Heaven, kind of trading somewhat evenly. It's always a struggle, especially both of these characters have so much remote stage control. Absa with her Cloud, and then Forsburn with the Clone. And that's what you keep seeing, not Penguin, CakeAssault trying to set up right there.
Yeah. I think the thing that people overlook on CakeAssault a lot is how good he is just positionally, because he's always the aggressor, so he's always comboing. But if you just watch him, especially against Penguin where he has to slow down a little bit, you can kind of see how often he has center stage.
Yeah, and that's so important. Space behind you is basically, that's real estate. That's a resource you can use instead of taking a fist to the face.
Yeah. And also on a character like Absa, Penguin's so good at kind of playing off stage, but like even the best players at it, like it just builds up. It's pressure.
Right now, Penguin's just trying to back off, trying to find some way to take this first stock. We see a little bit of a bait coming out by CakeAssault, but Penguin doesn't fall for it, just lets the Cloud exist. Exerting its own type of pressure. Good use of the Cloud, getting rid of that smoke, giving CakeAssault no place to land with that teleport.
Yeah, Penguin was very patient there.
Because, yeah, the important thing to remember when you see a Forsburn is that when he up-Bs into the smoke, he gets his up-B right back. So whenever possible, try to clear that out whenever he's off stage, and that's one of the ways is that Penguin finds a lot of success in this matchup.
Yeah, all the top players are very good at clearing out smoke, because that's pretty much like the main way you're going to kill Forsburn is by getting him off stage and forcing him to up-B in a bad spot.
Yeah, yeah. There we go, though, another back air. And 106% on Penguin, but he's trying to stay alive, but can't escape from that. CakeAssault is so solid with his confirms.
Yeah, when Cake caught him with that up air, I knew Penguin was in trouble. That was like just a hard read on the up special.
And it's like you said, like there's a reason these guys play so patiently against each other. Ordinarily, they're complete aggro monsters, both of them.
Yes.
But they know that they each can tear the other guy apart so fast. They're like, okay, hold on. I need to take my time and think about this.
Yeah, they both have like really good hit confirms. And usually Cake just gets a couple more, and that ends up being the difference in the past sets they played. Like right there. Oh my gosh.
Just picking him up right after, like, because that was just one misplacement with the quick attack, right?
Yep.
It sent Penguin off stage, and CakeAssault recognized that instantly, jumped out there with the forward airs to catch the recovery attempt, and then got that sour spot down air. And the sour spot is still fantastic.
Oh, like, yeah.
I've never seen a Force feel unhappy for landing any part of the down air. They're always happy.
And usually in that position, like they are going for the front because you're trying to like drag them forward. Like the spike is pretty specifically used, like closer to the stage. Yeah, with like your back towards it that way, because that's nice too, because you can also have the back air coming out at any moment. Right. Yeah, CakeAssault's signature is definitely using Clone in the down air. That's how he gets like so many of his like crazy spikes and combos.
And here we go. Yeah, the Clone, the use on the top platform actually coming out really nicely, preventing Penguin from being able to pressure up there. And it's interesting because this is Penguin's counter pick. And I know a lot of Absas really don't like this stage because the platforms are just barely out of up tilt range. But Penguin is comfortable enough with his movement to be able to keep that pressure up. And more importantly, it's a very large blast zone stage. So he tends to be the one who lives a little bit longer, gives him more edge guarding opportunities against Forsburn.
Yeah, one of the things I've noticed in Rivals too is whenever a character is like seen bad on a stage, the best player in the game is usually like pretty good on that stage. They kind of like have to master it because people want to bring them there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they learn tricks that make it a good stage for them.
Exactly, because like nobody's used to fighting a character at that level of comfort there.
Right.
So those tricks become super effective. Speaking of which, I mean, Penguin is having that lead right now, and he's kind of enjoying it by kiting around near the top of the stage. Been having a lot of success just piling on damage, but the question is, can he find the stock?
Exactly, because you know Cake is going to get a conversion eventually.
Oh, and there it is. That's the downward spike. You clone into the spike. You called it.
That's the CakeAssault.
And just like that, Cake immediately opens up with 25% more on Penguin's next stock, and he's ready to go. That's something that's like a standard for Penguin, is as he's recovering, he sends out that Cloud to disrupt the opponent's edge guard, and Cake was ready for it. He parried it, but wasn't able to get away from that up air.
Yeah, up air is how Penguin's going to be closing a lot of these stocks, just because the hitbox is so big and so much leads into it.
It can like reliably outrange everything that CakeAssault has, and especially if you see him already use some of his air resources, that's a done deal.
Yeah, because even if Cake's challenging it, if you get the up air out in time, then you don't care about trading, because at that point they're going to die.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest thing on the market. It's going to win all trades. Oh, try to intimidate, I think, out of like a parry, but again, CakeAssault's such a brave player, doesn't really give people that opportunity to intimidate him.
Penguin did a really good job there with that single up special, but then I think he got a little nervous and rolled in. If he had just kind of stopped, I think Cake was waiting to react to the second dash.
Ah, yeah.
But because Penguin rolled in, Cake was able to kind of just react with the, I think he did down shot and close out the stack.
We picked up right here. CakeAssault finding another back here. The large blast zone's coming in nicely for Penguin. The other nice thing about the large blast zone is it lets him try to, oh my god,
he's
again!
So good at that.
That is just the CakeAssault, you're right.
That's the CakeAssault. All right, so that time he got him with the tech though. So Penguin teched right on the top wall, and Cake knows like the tech pushes you out, and then the invincibility ends. So he's like prepping that dare. I think like the biggest thing you can do there is just get away from the wall, because you know like Cake is on stage when he's using the dare, right?
Yeah.
So like he's not too far out. If you just like get away from the wall as quick as you can after the tech, that's gonna be better than like trying to worry about your recovery right away.
It's scary because it's such a tight executional window where you want to DI into the wall so you can tech, and then you need to drift away as fast as possible to then survive.
No, it's definitely tough, and I think in some spots he's timing it so like there's really nothing you can do.
Yeah. I mean, that's where a lot of the power comes from these top players, is they recognize a lot of these offstage situations, they can cover everything. They can just, oh, you're going to line up into the spike, man.
I like Penguin sticking with Absa, though, because he's kind of confident if he's staying with one character, in the sense where if he's going to come back and he thinks he can make it to, if he, let's say he loses this and he comes back, he's going to want experience on one character so he can go Absa again. Rather, if once he's switching, I feel like it's a bit harder to get momentum on your side. Yeah,
especially if then if you switch to, then loses immediately afterwards, then you feel like doubly put off. It's like, oh man, who do I go now for option number 3? Oh, doesn't actually pop the cloud though. This is like already scary because we have, once again, Penguin caught off stage by CakeAssault over and over again. He's looking close to losing his second stock now.
Yeah, Cake putting up a big lead on this game 3.
Here we go, tracking the landing, good drift out, or in rather for Penguin. It gets so mixed up because Cake moves so fast.
The clone still causing a little bit of trouble for Penguin.
Yeah, he just pops the cloud when he can ever just catch wind of a Forsburn. But it's so hard to cover everything. We've seen him do it before, but like you can tell he had to think so many steps ahead to do it. Oh, he stalls right there. Doesn't want to get hit by that down air this time. Penguin makes it to that edge. Just hugs it right there.
Oh, that use of clone was so mean.
Just had the smoke cover, so you didn't really know whether the clone was even made, and then you send the clone in first, take that first hit, and get that punish.
And then he was there with the forward strong.
Oh, that was almost an SD.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
Closes game 3 with a 3 stock.
Yeah, I don't think Cake was expecting Penguin to fumble on his recovery, so he was just doing his punish anyway the moment he came over the ledge, and then that was a lethal punish to begin with.
And he had combust charge, so it was going to be a good conversion for him, regardless of what happened there.
It's Absa. She's like a feather. Like she melts when she gets hit by that combust, especially on the edge of the stage.
Yeah, so we've seen this matchup now a couple times this year, especially kind of with both Cake and Penguin rising to prominence. They played in Winners Finals at SmashCon. They also played at RoA and Smash and Splash, I believe.
Yeah.
Not at Winners Finals, but at different points in the bracket. So Cake has perfect records so far, but we have seen kinks in the armor. Like at SmashCon, we started to see Penguin putting together not just stocks, but he won a game. And he was looking like he should have won the next 2 games up big on both of them and then lost them. So it's definitely something that Penguin can do and he is capable of, but he has to put together like a perfect set of games.
Because the